There are just some things that I have learned now that we have 3 dogs. There are just some things that are. So if you have ever considered having 3 dogs, if you have 2, should you add a third? Let me just tell you what I've learned through this experience. You know, there's Maxie, Pollux, and now we added Miss Lola to the mix. This is one of them. Somebody always wants in my lap. It can be the big dog, it can be the little dog. I don't have enough lap for 3 dogs, and somebody is always in it. Whether I'm sitting on the floor, sitting on the couch, doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing. If my butt is down, somebody is in my lap. And it's just really is a matter of who gets there first. Another fact about having 3 dogs, my windows are never going to be clean, ever. It's just, not going to happen. I heard a saying once that said, washing your windows when you have dogs is like trying to brush your teeth while you're eating Oreo cookies. That is so true. I cannot have clean windows. I can clean the window and there's a dog or 2 or 3 watching me, and the minute I walk away, and sometimes even before I'm done, their snoots are on the window. And it's just a fact of life. From the bottom, this much of every window in my house is just covered in dog slobber and paw prints, and it just is. And there's dog hair. There is dog hair everywhere. And years ago, we used to have 3 miniature schnauzers, and schnauzers don't shed. And we added Pollux to the mix, and there's Miss Lola. They shed, and it's just become part of my house. You've heard that saying, dog hair is my favorite condiment. Well, that's true. There's literally dog hair on everything. On the sofas, it's on my clothes. I use one of those sticky tape rollers 20, 30 times a day. I use my Chom Chom roller to keep the furniture clean. I have robot vacuums to keep the floor clean. And then I use my cordless vacuum that we have mounted in the garage to really clean the upholstered furniture, take off all the cushions, get the dog hair out from all the things. It's just part of it. It's what you got to do. And you can see what's happening when I sit down, but this and even worse happens when I stand up to go somewhere. There is always a dog under my feet. If I move, they move. If I go to the bathroom, they go to the bathroom. I go to the kitchen, they're going to follow me. It doesn't matter where I'm going. I can be gone for 1 second, but the entire group of dogs stands up and follows me, and they're in my feet. I'm surprised, really am surprised that I have not tripped over a dog and fallen down, but luckily I have not. But Miss Lola here, I'm learning, because she is an Australian cattle dog. They herd cows and do all the things. She is trying to herd me. When I walk, she will press into the side of my leg, like trying to dictate where I go. That's just her way. But yeah, I'm always... set his butt right in my lap. I'm always covered in dogs. I just have a harem around my feet, and where I go, they go. And then with 3 dogs, it does not matter how on schedule you try to be, somebody always wants to go outside. Now, it doesn't mean they have to go outside to use the bathroom. It just means they want to go outside. Pollux and now Lola love for me to open the door. They want to go run. They see a squirrel. There's a bird. They just want to check it out. They just want to go outside. In and out, in and out, in and out all day long. Right, Moo? Mooey's not so bad about it. He'll just go out when he needs to go to the bathroom, or if there's something that's got his attention, he'll want outside. The other 2, constantly, all day long, all day long. And I'm so glad Lola has figured out how to go in and out of the doggy door. But Pollux has not figured that out after all these years, so I still have to go let him out. Now, Pollux, when he wants out, he will bark. And when he wants in, he will bark. That's his way of telling me, hey, lady, come over here and open the door for me. Lola will just go in and out the doggy door, and so will Maxie. But Lola has started something new. If she wants to go out and the back door is shut, she is starting to paw at the door, which is a no-no. She cannot tear up our back door, so we're trying to squash that habit right now. Then in all parts of my house, there are dog toys on the floor. Bits of stuffing, pieces and parts, noses, squeakers, dog toys. It just is. I can spend all day long picking up the toys, putting them in the toy box. The minute I do, the dogs drag them back out. If a toy has stuffing, they're going to pull out the stuffing. I swear the stuffing multiplies. It grows. I can never get rid of stuffing. As soon as I think a toy is out of stuffing, then there's more stuffing. Somebody is always pulling stuffing out of something, and Pollux ripped a big hole in the bed that we have had for almost a year without him tearing it up. He ripped the side open and pulled out the stuffing, and the stuffing is black, not white. So now I have a combination of big balls of black stuffing and white stuffing all over the house. One thing I know for sure about having 3 dogs, my pocketbook is almost empty. 3 dogs is a lot, and dogs can be very expensive. Going to the groomer, their vet bills, just their basic needs like food and treats, flea and tick medication, getting their yearly vaccines, just the basic needs. For 1 dog is expensive. Times 3, it's a lot. And with 3 dogs, I'm always being watched. I'm never alone. There is always somebody looking at me. It doesn't matter what I'm doing or where I am being watched. Right, Mooey? There's a dog peering around the door in the bathroom. Somebody looking at me from behind the couch. Dogs on the couch with me. When I'm working here at my desk, all 3 dogs are laying here just watching me. I'm always in somebody's line of sight, and I'm never allowed out of their eyesight. Oh, you're leaning, Mooey. What are you seeing? I see nothing, but he's looking. My bed is never straight and pretty, because as soon as I make my bed, either Lola or Pollux gets on the bed. They dig on my comforter, they ruffle up the covers, they get on my pillows, and when I leave the house, I think that is where Pollux mainly stays, is on my bed. Not his bed, my bed. So my bed is always a ruffled up mess. I can make it. It can be beautiful. I leave, I come home, there's been a dog on the bed. You know, what are you going to do? I'm not here to keep him off the bed. That's where he wants to be. So be it. I just have to keep straightening my bed up. And right now, this one is being really, really good. But you can see he has his eye out. And as soon as he sees something that catches his eye, he is going to bark. This one is a massive barker. Pollux has learned to bark at things from this guy. Lola is learning to bark at things from this guy. Maxie. Good girl, Lola. Good boy, Pollux. But Lola does not like it when he barks. She will actually run and almost hide if he gets really aggressively barking at something in the window. There is a truck going by. Well, did that get your attention? So we're trying to squash the barking, keep him under control. Lola does not like it, and I do not want her to pick up bad habits from this guy. Now, Pollux has his head in the toy box. Buddy, what are you getting out of there? You all probably heard him in the other room chewing on a bone. The whole time I've been talking to you, now he's decided he needs a new toy, so he's digging in the toy box. And Lola's got the bone. What are you getting, Pollux? What is in there, buddy, that you are just dying to get? Oh. That bone? You needed that one? Hi, Miss Lola. Hi, Lola. So when they're not being chill, taking naps, or chewing on toys, they're playing all day. Constant play sessions. Dogs are snorting, barking, running, jumping, playing. Sneezing. Oh, there's the dog sneezing. Sneezing, apparently in dogs, is a sign of, hey, everything's okay. Play with me. I'm not being aggressive. I'm just, I'm going to sneeze. They will. Pollux is trying to get the Frisbee out of the. Are you going to get it, buddy? Oh, what you got, bud? And then Lola took over the bone in the other room. So it's just constant all day long. Somebody's got something chewing on something, but that's pretty cute. They're going to lay together and chew on their toys. Maxie's going to go see what they're up to. What are they doing in their moo? Oh, and should I add, somebody is always going upstairs, right, Mooey? Checking out something up there. Get it. Get it. Oh, you're hiding. So the playing, now that we have 3 dogs, has gotten so out of hand that I can't work. They are so loud, and it just is so distracting that I bought a set of earphones that I put over my ears. They have noise cancellation, and when I'm trying to work, I have to put them on and drown out the noise because I can't think. There's somebody always right here just going for it. And when they're playing, it really is an alpha struggle. Who is now going to be the alpha dog? Maxie just looked at me like, hello, you know that that's me. Honestly, Maxie is the alpha dog. Even though he's the oldest and the smallest, he has always been the alpha. We had Maxie, just Maxie, for about, well, let me back up. We used to have 3 miniature schnauzers. We had 3 schnauzers for about 5 years, I guess. Then 2 of those schnauzers passed away within a couple months of each other. So Maxie was here by himself. And he was here by himself for almost 2 years, 18 months, before we adopted Pollux. So Pollux is very submissive. He does not care about being the alpha dog. He just makes way for Maxie, and Maxie is top dog. Maxie's nickname, right, Mooey, is called the Mayor because Maxie is in charge of everything around here. We added Lola to the mix. Lola understands Maxie is the alpha dog, and Pollux doesn't want to be the alpha over Lola. So Lola's trying to figure out where she fits in this whole scenario. So a lot of times she's just totally submissive, but other times she's trying to be the alpha. So a great example of that is when they went out back and I opened that back door, Lola is the first one out that door. I mean, she is gonna get her nose out that door before Pollux. She is gonna do it or die. And there are even times I cannot get the door open fast enough because she is trying to force her way through that little crack. I don't know why. To me, that's her asserting herself over Pollux. I could be totally wrong here. It could just be that she's more excited than Pollux. But the other day, and I wish I had this on video, Pollux runs in the yard. He does zoomies, but the older he's gotten, the slower he gets, but he still does run and play. The other day, Lola was running, and that Pollux, oh my gosh, was running so hard. I could tell he was just really giving it his all to try to keep up with her, to try to maintain his, alpha status over her. But Pollux really is so he just doesn't care. He's just laid back, happy-go-lucky. It's whatever. Unless Lola tries to take a toy from him. You hear me talking about you or get one of his favorite toys, then he's like, excuse me, ma'am, that's Pollux's. One thing that has definitely had to change since we now have 3 dogs is their eating schedule, the way that we feed them. So Maxie has food aggression. We always fed Maxie first. Pollux was used to waiting his turn because he was in the shelter so long, so he didn't honestly mind waiting. He let Maxie eat, and then Pollux would come in and eat, and then that eliminated any eating issues. Well, now that Lola's in the mix, I hated to make Pollux wait third to eat. It just wasn't fair to him. So we tried lots of things, lots of trial and error to figure out how could we feed 3 dogs at the same time. Each dog had their own space and didn't feel like they had to be rushed or one of the other dogs was going to, reach over and grab their food. So toy. Pollux is chewing a toy. So what we're doing right now and what seems to be working, we have 3 dog bowls. They all eat at the same time in different parts of the kitchen. So I bought these really great Yeti dog bowls. They're very heavy and there's a silicone grip on the bottom. So when I put it on the kitchen floor, it doesn't scoot around. The dogs aren't going to push it around. It's not going to tip over. It's a really good and sturdy dog bowl. Sir, hey, hello, sir. I'm talking. I'm trying to talk. Can you hold one moment? He said no. He found a peanut butter bone and he's going to eat it on the hardwood floor. Pollux, can you bring that over here? Because Maxie has food aggression, I have to put Maxie's bowl down first and then Lola's jumping. She wants her food. So then I immediately go second to Lola's spot, give her food, and Pollux is patiently waiting at his bowl. So it's Maxie, Lola, Pollux, but they're all eating at the same time. And then I hang out in the kitchen, just kind of in the corner. And as the dogs get finished eating, I just make sure that they don't go over and take another dog's food. It's working out really well, I gotta say. And one of the ways that we tried to teach Lola her name and to know when I'm giving something to her and not to take it from another dog. When I give the dogs a treat or I give the dogs their food, I say their name. So when Maxie's bowl goes down, I say Maxie, Lola, Pollux. Same with treats. Lola. What is it? Maxie. Pollux. Goodness me, y'all. So I'm hoping that they are associating their bowl with their name and they know it is only theirs. So that's how our life has changed. Now that we have 3 dogs, it is a whole something. It is a lot. I'll be honest, it really is a lot. There have been some adjustments, some things we're still having to get used to. I mean, Lola's only been here with us for 2.5, maybe 3 weeks at this point, and we're all still in adjustment mode. Now, I know things will settle down, but still the things that I explained to you in this video, those really are not going to change. Having 3 dogs is a lot. Our house is full. Our house is a mess. I am filled up with love every single moment of every day, from the love and the kisses and just the little tail wags that they give me. I wouldn't trade it for anything. These are the best little boys and girls that I could ever hope for, and I love every single second of having 3 dogs. See you later.